Thanks for joining me for this week's Monday Manna. And today I want to talk about how that Paul, he gave some great expositions on contentment in Philippians chapter 4, verses 10 through 20, along with 1 Timothy chapter 6, verses 2 through 10. And so it's clear from both passages that Paul is not concerned about wealth. Indeed, his focus isn't even on his own needs, but actually on the benefit provided to the generous givers. Philippians 1:1, he even talks about the holy people of God in Christ Jesus at Philippi, and that was who he was writing to. Paul says this in Philippians chapter 4, and I'm going to read just about 3 verses here. Not that I desire your gifts, in verse 17. What I desire is that more be credited to your account. I have received, verse 18, full payment and have more than enough. I am amply supplied now that I have received from Epaphroditus the gifts you sent. They are fragrant offering, an acceptable sacrifice pleasing to God. And my God will meet all your needs according to the riches of his glory in Christ Jesus. To our God and Father be glory forever and ever. Amen. He saw their generous contributions as a sacrifice to God and noted that it was God who would meet their needs. Now, you might know what it's like. You know, the bills keep arriving after a medical procedure from maybe the anesthesiologist, the surgeon, the lab, the facility. By the time everybody gets their hand in the pot, it feels like that it's just unending amount of bills. And you wonder, am I ever going to get these bills paid? And if I do, then life will be good and I'll be content. It's almost like we're playing a game of whack-a-mole, at that point, where plastic moles pop up from their holes and the player hits them wildly with a mallet. Life sometimes comes at us like that. The Apostle Paul certainly could relate. He said, I know what it is to be in need, yet I've learned the secret of being content in any and every situation. His secret, Philippians 4:13, I can do all this through him who gives me strength, or I can do all things through Christ that gives me strength. When I was going through a particular discontented time, I read this one time on a greeting card. If it isn't here, where is it? That was a powerful reminder that if I'm not content right here and right now, what makes me think that I would be content if only I were in another situation? How do we learn to rest in Jesus? Maybe it's a matter of focus. Maybe it's a matter of enjoying and being thankful for the good, of learning more about a faithful Father, of growing in trust and patience, of recognizing that life is about God and not me. Think about it. Maybe it's about asking him to teach me to be content. In what areas of your life do you need to grow in contentment? Man, that's something that we all need to ask ourselves. How can we change our focus? Oh, God, you are good and all that you do is good. Lord, teach me to be content in you. I want to learn the value of contentment, and I want to be content in whatever state that I'm in. Thank you so much for joining us for On the Record today. I want to encourage you to visit our website, harvesthumboldt.com. harvesthumboldt.com. We want to go ahead and invite you to Easter, April the 12th. You do not want to miss it. It's going to be an Easter to remember. Our theme is Risen with Him. I believe God's able to help us to live an abundant life. He's able to help us to rise to walk in a newness of life, just like He did in the resurrection. We're going to talk about all of that on Easter Sunday. Make sure you go to our website, harvesthumboldt.com. You also can see our upcoming worship opportunities there as well. We look forward to seeing you in one or all of our worship opportunities this coming week. God bless you. I hope you have a great week.